Hello, this is Paul Chek. Welcome to my video blog. Today I thought I'd talk a little bit about a very useful technique you can use in the gym or as a conditioning tool in general called contrast training. In contrast training, we use contrasting loads or intensities. So for example, you can see here I have about 315 pounds on the bar, and behind me I have two 60-pound dumbbells. So a method of contrast training would be for me to do heavy deadlifts for a given number of reps, then immediately go to an exercise such as the power clean with dumbbells. The nervous system will upregulate the recruitment of motor units to meet the demand of the first lift, in this case a heavy lift, followed by a lighter load very quickly, which allows you to actually potentially both extend your set. In other words, if you train until you couldn't lift the bar anymore, most people would stop training and do their rest period. But if you go into a contrast set where you jump off the bar right onto a lighter load, you'd be surprised how much more, not only that you can extend the set, but how strong you feel lifting a lighter load and how quickly you can lift it, even though you thought you were cooked off. So contrast training is a very powerful tool in that it allows you to extend the set, increase work volume, and it's a very powerful tool because it allows you to mix two significantly different speeds of training in one lifting session using very similar movements. So I'll go from a deadlift to a dumbbell power clean, and what you'll notice is I'm able to go from a heavy slow lift to a quick lift. So in one set, we're able to train different types of speeds of movement in our nervous system, which can be very important because there's many sports where if an athlete spends too much time doing heavy strength training, they get slower. Al Vermeil used to say, train slow, be slow. We often as athletes tend to think that stronger is better, but stronger can also equal slower if you're not careful. So your speed has to be coupled with training at speeds of movement that have a functional carryover to the speeds of movement you need to work with in your work or sports environment. So we can go slow and fast together. We can do high intensity, low volume or moderate volume, and add lower intensity, high speed. Now before I finish my explanation, I like to say you can also go backwards. You can start with a high speed movement, like kettlebell cleans and jerks or cleans or snatches, and then when you think you're cooked from that, you can go to a heavy low speed movement, and you'll be surprised. You'll feel like you're cooked, but because the motor unit recruitment profile is significantly different, even though the actual movement's similar, you'd be amazed how many lifts you could still get with what seems heavy, particularly after being cooked from a set of faster lifts. So in summary, you can go high intensity to lower intensity, higher speed. You can go low intensity, high speed back to higher intensity. Both increase the work volume of any training set. Both allow you to train motor unit profiles at different extremes of recruitment. Both allow varying speeds of movement, all of which are very good neurological development. And these techniques allow you to get more good training in a short period of time, which is relevant for many athletes today, especially people who are working at normal jobs and competing in some kind of an athletic endeavor or just want to be in great shape. So here's a quick look at a set of contrast training. I got 3 plates aside. I'm doing it off a box just because it separates the men from the boys. No, it's because it helps me train the bottom position for lifting stones. And there's a huge difference between lifting off the box and lifting off the floor. So this is, when you lift off the box, you pretty much add about 50 pounds to the bar for comparative effort. So I'll lift off the box for 4, I'll pull 4 dumbbell cleans, and then I'll show you a third jump. If you want to, you could jump to a medicine ball. Okay, so here we go. right to these. Okay, so then if you want, you can now jump right back to an explosive medicine ball toss and give you the third level. So 300 plus, 120 pounds, 16 pounds. Go lay on the floor and beg for oxygen and hope the stopwatch falls asleep while you're resting. So that's my little video blog on a new technique or a technique you can use, and I hope you enjoy it. There's lots and lots of more techniques in many of my videos and DVDs. Program design, advanced program design, my book, Movement That Matters. My book, How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy, has a whole exercise library of neat stuff in it for you. My gym instructor video series has lots of exercise options. Strong and Stable, the DVD set, has a wide variety of neat techniques. So hope you enjoy practicing with contrast training. Make sure you warm up effectively. Hope you enjoy the resources I've shared too. Thanks for joining me today.